Hello, it's me, CGD. The time is 18:43, 29th of the 7th, 2010. This is quite a long piece, so I'm going to try and do it as best as I can in one take. If not, it'll be a follow-up piece. It's called Who Framed Who and Why? It's a system that can't change. One of the things I've noticed is the profiling system and how it works. It's not what you think or how it works. It's how it is. First, it has to be based on your family, your friends to start with, and then it goes to your so-called friends who may be involved in crime. But that's not all of it. There are people you see in here or over here when they talk, but you don't notice. The prison officers want to trick you and yours into thinking they've done something wrong, and make it look like it's a criminal, that you have committed a criminal offence or crime or crimes. You need to have a very good memory about what you've done in your life and what your family and friends might have done. It's a bit like a family history tree you have to remember. One of the problems is you will not know when you're first hooked up in the first place. When you are hooked up, it might appear that it was in the prison of Brixton, but it could be anywhere. You'll be doing your normal business and you may be committing crimes or may not, but it's the thoughts of that got away with it, or thoughts you have got away with it, but later it will come up when you start to hear the voices. If you see or hear or overhear other people's phone calls or see or hear what might be a crime, the prison officers of Brixton Prison want to know how much you know about it and what you think the charge may be. The prison officers can look up what crime or crimes it is, and the prison officers have, and when the prison officers have no more use of you and want you dead, the prison officers want you to warn your friends and will say anything to scare you, to make it look like you've grassed them up. That may not be the case. It isn't. The prison officers have all your friends and family's history, and they will use all kinds of tricks to make you say things that may seem to be a criminal offence or incriminating. But watch yourself. Bring your brief, as the prison officers don't want them to know. Try not to worry, as the prison officers want and need hard evidence, and they haven't got it. Don't worry, and don't move evidence if it's there. Just leave it where it is. They have to find it. They can't find it. They're after who you may know in the prisons that you've been in, what your contacts are in the prisons, whether you use drugs or mobile phones, etc., etc., and the same vice versa. But watch yourself, be aware, and keep records written down, nothing incriminating, but all about prison officers and their movement, who your personal officer might be in Brixton Prison, who the governors are, that sort of thing. It's the prison service. When you start hearing this voice, it may appear that it's one voice, but it's not, it's many. It's the prison officers. They're locked in, locked down on a 24-hour day, year in, year on operation. And they're going to try and trick you and play mind games, but that's not it. Try not to take your life. If the prison officers and what they're doing gets you, go to healthcare and say, I'm hearing voices, and the voices of prison officers of Brixton Prison in operation in the hidden computer room on C-Wing. Do not worry if you've not gone to Brixton. It will always be the prison officers of Brixton Prison. If you are in Brixton Prison, write down every prison officer's name and number. In Brixton Prison, and all prisons, the numbers are on their shoulders. Send out a list of the officers to your friends and family, even if you're solicitor, and say, hold this for me. Name and number them. Try and find out personal details about the prison officers, their likes, their dislikes, where they may live, any information you can, no matter how tangible, because they'd be unaware of what is going on. A good one would be their middle name. You know, play a little game with them. Say, my name's Joe, middle name. What's yours? I want to see that I'm doing a quiz, if I can use it. The prison officers of Brixton Prison are all involved in this operation, and the operation their prison officers are going to kill you anyway, so don't worry about what you say to anyone about crime, as the prison officers plan to frame them anyway. Just let them know, your people, your friends, your family, that the prison officers are after them. Tell them everything that you've been hearing and what's been going on. Get a very good solicitors on the case. My personal favourites who I recommend are Tuckers, and have them on standby. This is CGD, with the warning, the global warning, for every criminal there is in the world. HMP Brixton Prison and its prison officers are coming after you. This is my profile of their profiling system in part. It's not complete. It's not a science. It's just an educated guess. Thank you.